Howdy y'all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play of Now Boarding. In the previous episode, we entered well into the hub airport of Atlanta, Georgia, and got told that we have to help get the hub airport there turned around. And we kind of did that for at least a few in-game months. We basically transported a couple of passengers, got some, buildings installed inside the terminal, and, well, yeah, it's just to start off, but eventually we'll be expanding more, possibly in this episode. So with that, let's get started rear and continue with the southeast. So, we need to expand to New Orleans next. But thankfully, since our previous episode, we actually got the money to do so. And that only cost about $6 grand. So let's buy it. Good job! This new city will help us earn more money. We'll need to keep expanding to new cities to keep growing. Try expanding to Raleigh. Some cities require saving up of a couple of months of income to purchase. So, next city, Raleigh, North Carolina. About $7 grand. We only have $4K. So let's start off the next month. Hi there, I'm Crystal, and I'm here to help you load passengers. If you want me to help, I need to know where a plane is going to go. Press the plan button to create a route for an airplane you'd like me to board. So we got ourselves a new passenger, a new employee. Since she's a gate attendant, so that practically means that she'll, load passengers a little bit faster. So, if we set a plane from New Orleans, she'll automatically call those passengers to board the plane immediately, which will save a lot of time. Let's see, Charlotte to Memphis. Alright, our plane is back. We got our speed bonus from that. That will be very helpful. Charlotte, Memphis. Make sure these passengers are happy. Let's see. I'm typically using that so I can get that money bonus. Got 3 passengers. Two people for Atlanta, but 2 people for New Orleans. And they're on their way to New Orleans. I need to fly to Charlotte, and then fly to Memphis. And to New Orleans. And let's see, can I get to New Orleans before the cloud disappears? There we go, another $500 in the bank. Alright, let's see. Pick up the 2 people from New Orleans, pick up the 2 people from Memphis. Alright. Okay. Charlotte, Memphis, New Orleans. Okay, these people need to go to New Orleans. Alright. The plane got there before anything else, so that passenger didn't need to wait. Oh. Well, that's fine. I could send that plane straight to Memphis. Let's see. Alright. We got some passengers to pick up in Charlotte. Final boarding. Last passengers on the map. Alright. These passengers on, head towards passenger bound for Memphis as well. Let's finish this month off. Alright! Got 42 passengers delivered at about $6,628, but we have to spend about $1,500 for crew staff. But we at least got $9,000 available for us to use. Maybe I might want to expand my options for my passengers, so let's just buy the candy shop for now. Oh wait, I already have the candy shop. I don't even need it. I believe it was the coffee shop. Yes. Doesn't fill much, but it should make passengers a bit more happier. Let's see. Probably want to save up for this one. But, oh, never mind. I thought I had enough for an airplane. I just realized I'm $2,000 short. Hello, I'm Jay. I'll be helping you dock and send planes. Remember, I can only help if I know where the plane is going to go. So make sure to use the plan button. Alright, we got ourselves another employee that will be helping us out. And see what he's doing. He's actually taking the planes from the runway all the way to one of the 3 gates at the terminal. That will help immensely. Okay, let's see. You're going straight to Charlotte. You're going to Memphis. Okay, there's people in Atlanta that need to go, and one for Memphis. Set up destination, get those 2 passengers on board. Jay will come out and taxi the airplane to the departure area. Alright, let's see. Charlotte to Memphis. Let's see, go to Memphis. A+, that's good. Got 2 people from New Orleans. Then we gotta go up to Memphis, then to Charlotte. Alright. That's taken care of. Let's see. We got 2 people up in, well, 4 people. Alright. There's 1 left for Atlanta for this plane to pick up, and... Okay, how did both of those planes get speed bonus? Down to New Orleans, and then to Memphis. $500, that is good. Practically have enough to purchase some new equipment, or to actually expand to Raleigh. Alright. Passengers for Charlotte. Go up there, and you're gonna go to Memphis next. Send this plane out. To Charlotte and then to Memphis. Alright. Passengers are dropped off. Final boarding. We're gonna get some people up in Charlotte. But we did get our average satisfaction back to A+. Now with 7 grand, we could invest in a game shop, buy a new airplane, or expand to another destination. I think we'll probably expand to get more passengers to fly our airline. Next city we probably might need to expand is to Nashville, Tennessee. So let's start off the next month and build up our revenue there. We got a new kind of cloud showing up, the Happy Cloud. It makes all passengers everywhere very happy, refilling their patience to the top. That will be very, very helpful. Let's see. We're gonna head down to New Orleans. And I'm setting this plane up to Charlotte. There's 3 people in Memphis needing to go to Charlotte. I can probably take care of that once that other plane returns. Okay, from there, Memphis then to Charlotte. But I'm also going to do this as well, so I can at least get these at least 4 of them picked up. And now all of them are heading straight to Charlotte. There's 2 people heading to Raleigh, so I better set a plane to pick them up. Memphis, Raleigh, and back to Charlotte. Gotta send the plane down to New Orleans to restore everyone's happiness. Yep, it works. No red for a little bit. Well, some visible red, but that kind of disappeared after that plane went through that particular cloud. Alright, pick up some passengers from Memphis. I gotta go back and pick up some people heading for, well, Charlotte. And this passenger is getting a little peeved, so I better make sure it's happy. Make sure that person is happy. Okay, Charlotte, Raleigh, and fly back again. We got 2 people waiting to go to Memphis. Alright, we got some people heading there now. Some people being picked up at Memphis. Okay, let's see. Some people in Charlotte. Final boarding. Got some people that head down to New Orleans. Alright, back to Memphis on that flight. And down to New Orleans. 53, that's a pretty good number. And we actually made $7,100. Now then, 6,042. Don't have enough for Nashville yet, but because of how busy we're getting, we'll definitely need to buy an airplane. So we better buy ourselves another Boeing 737. Great work! These planes will help serve our passengers better. Yeah, I know. But now we got 3 airplanes that we can use. We need to keep expanding to new cities to keep growing. Yeah, I get it. Alright, now with 3 airplanes, it won't be so much of a bottleneck to getting all these passengers to their destinations. Let's see. help very much on getting these planes to their final destinations. Okay, there's a flight for New Orleans that needs to be taken care of. Let's see, there's a couple of people heading to Memphis. Okay. Atlanta passengers have been dropped. Let's see, there's some people up in Charlotte that need to go down to New Orleans. And you're gonna go straight to Memphis on this flight. Alright. There is 2 passengers from New Orleans there that need to be picked up. Let's see. Let's see if I can get that money cloud. The extra cash would be very helpful. 4 passengers total to go to Charlotte. Okay, go to Raleigh and to New Orleans. Now, because of those, you might be wondering why I cannot go to New Orleans directly. This is because the sphere that's around the airplane is how far it can travel. If I go to Raleigh directly, I can't go to New Orleans directly because it's too far. I'll have to make multiple stops in order to prevent the plane from, running out of fuel. Let's see, you're going to Charlotte, going up, then there, to there, and back to Atlanta. Gonna go straight to Memphis. Ooh, those passengers are not happy. I got 2 people up in Charlotte that need to be picked up. Alright, let's see. Final boarding. Okay. We got these last 2 people to go down to New Orleans, which shouldn't be too difficult. I need to get a flight to Memphis. Let's see. Yep, there's a flight that has 4 people heading to Memphis. I'll let them mosey around and then just return back to the airplane. And just set it out. There we go. A little bit higher money, but we could do better. Let's see, we do have enough for a game store, but I'm gonna be trying to find a good space for it. I'll have to move a couple of these things around. That. Let's see. Might as well buy it. Maybe this could work, I'm not so sure. I think we'll be alright. For next month? Yes, I know, Nashville. Alright, all of our kids are coming back. At least with the new game store, there'll be passengers that probably want to have something to do while they wait for their flight. Okay, let's see, Memphis to New Orleans. Let's see, Charlotte to New Orleans. Actually, I gotta get that money cloud, so we're making a quick pass through between Charlotte to Raleigh. up to Charlotte to pick up those 3 heading for Atlanta. Get those 2 passengers to Charlotte. Charlotte, Memphis, Raleigh. Another $500 down. Fill up those people. Go to Memphis. Go to Charlotte, then to Raleigh. There's 3 people heading to Raleigh now. Straight up there. Go down there to pick up those passengers from New Orleans. And I forgot to set New Orleans instead of stop at Charlotte for those passengers from New Orleans. Alright. Set this plane out. That. And get these 2 passengers to Raleigh. And then down to Charlotte. Alright. Happiness is back up. Drop this plane off there. And drop those 2 off. Set a special route to New Orleans. And up to Charlotte. Then to Memphis and back to Charlotte. Send that plane out. Pick up those 3 people from Memphis. Fly back to Charlotte. Pick up those 2. And that will do it for the month. Another record for carrying money. And we only had about 6 grand, so there's not being much we can buy right now. I know we'll have to save up for Nashville, but it probably might be able to be bought by the end of the next month. But I believe we have actually reached a pretty good ending point for today's episode. So, if you had enjoyed this episode of my Let's Play of Now Boarding, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new video uploads every Friday or Saturday depending on my outside schedule. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye!